Welcome back everyone to your stimulus check update for today, and in this video we have to discuss what we know, the current situation surrounding SSI, SSDI, and veterans and other federal program beneficiaries and the delay surrounding those stimulus checks, as well as yet another example, a brand new example of universal basic income being tested out in this country. We're going to be discussing it all in today's video. I do hope you have been well. I hope your weekend went well. Let me know down below in the comments what did you do for the weekend. But if you haven't already, do consider becoming a subscriber to this channel. Click that big red button as well as the notification bell as well, and that will notify when you do post a brand new video. Also, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, smash the like button. I would greatly appreciate that. Just hope that the YouTube algorithm, it does support me and my channel, so if you just go ahead and do those few things for me, we can get started and dive right in. So what is the latest surrounding SSI and SSDI recipients? Well, the IRS could soon, relatively soon, start sending out the stimulus payments to these beneficiaries because now the IRS has received the necessary files and information from the SSA, the Social Security Administration. 30 million Americans that receive these federal benefits would be eligible for a $1,400 stimulus check, as well as $1,400 for their dependents. The latest we heard from the SSA was that, quote, the IRS has not announced when Social Security and SSI recipients will receive their EIP if they did not file a recent tax return, according to the SSA. They posted this on their website on Friday. But with so many millions of Americans, and these are our most vulnerable Americans, our veterans, our disabled, our elderly, they should be prioritized. Why this delay? What happened here? What was the cause of this? Well, the SSA Commissioner, Andrew Saul, has an answer for this problem. In fact, the SSA Commissioner is blaming it on a lack of funding. He had recently said in a statement, quote, despite the fact that Congress did not directly provide SSA funding to support our work on EIPs or economic impact payments, we have worked tirelessly with our counterparts at IRS to provide them the information they need to issue payments to our beneficiaries. Well, this is a brand new excuse, and he's blaming it on Congress and lawmakers as opposed to himself and his agency. And he's taking absolutely no responsibility for this, despite the fact that it has been 2 weeks since President Biden signed the American Rescue Plan into law. And the only reason the SSA provided the IRS with the necessary paperwork was because of tremendous pressure from lawmakers in the letters that they had written. So I have no idea where he's getting this excuse from. To me, it sounds like a blatant lie. Now, in the letter that the lawmakers had written to the SSA on Wednesday, the lawmakers had made the claim in their letter that, quote, the IRS asked the SSA to start sending payment files 2 weeks before the American Rescue Plan became law on March 11th, 2021, and added that the SSA still hadn't provided the IRS with the necessary payment files. Now, in response, in Saul's statement, he has said that the SSA was, quote, not authorized to substantively engage the IRS or the Treasury prior to the ARP, or American Rescue Plan's passage. He continued saying, quote, the Social Security Act does not allow the agency to use our administrative appropriation to conduct any work on any non-mission provision or program. Commissioner Saul had also said, quote, while we were working through the agreements with the IRS that would fund our efforts to support issuance of EIPs, SSA employees, quote, literally worked day and night with IRS staff to ensure that the electronic files of Social Security and SSI recipients are complete, accurate, and ready to be used to issue payments. Saul even praised himself and the agency and declared victory, saying that it was the efforts of the SSA that Saul claimed, quote, that successfully overcame the fact that the IRS did not have a mechanism to automatically identify supplemental security income or SSI recipients. But this is also despite the fact that the payments were sent with no issues, no problems under the last 2 rounds of stimulus. So what was the problem now? Again, we're left with more questions than answers. Why did this take so long? What is the truth? What don't we know, and what are they hiding? I would like to think that Commissioner Saul is telling the truth, but now lawmakers and the American people are overwhelmingly calling for his removal or for him to resign. But with that being said, let's move on to this interesting news. We have yet another experiment, another iteration of universal basic income, guaranteed monthly income to Americans taking place again. So in light of pandemic relief, we have yet another version of this guaranteed income. It's also taking place in California, just like the last program we covered, this time in San Francisco. And instead of targeting people's skin color, it's actually specifically targeting people's professions and their career. So let's take a look at what they're doing. So under this pilot program starting in May, qualifying San Francisco artists will start receiving $1,000 a month for 6 months. The program was announced on March 25th by the city's mayor, London Breed, and applications are being accepted until April 15th via the Yerba Buena Center for the Arts website before 130 artists will be selected by late May. The mayor said in a statement on the program's website, quote, "If we help the arts recover, the arts will help San Francisco recover. This new program is an innovative effort to help our creative sector get through this challenging time and come back even stronger and more resilient than before." Now, while it specifically doesn't say this time around you must be a person that is non-white, it does say that eligibility requirements for the program include being a resident of San Francisco and being an artist who, quote, whose artistic practice is rooted in a historically marginalized community. So most likely, if you do qualify under those terms, you are a person of color. And according to the program's website, artists in this scenario are defined as, quote, someone who actively engages with the community through music, dance, creative writing, visual art, performance art, installation, photography, theater, or film. And just like the Oakland program, you must be within certain income parameters, certain income thresholds. So applicants must also meet certain income requirements to qualify. For a single person household, the income limit is $60,900. For a two-person household, the limit is a combined $69,600. Mayor London Breed appeared optimistic about the program, saying, "At the end of the day, we want everyone in San Francisco to live healthy, happy, and fulfilling lives without worrying about how they'll pay rent or get food on the table. I'm committed to making San Francisco a more equitable, just, and thriving city, and we're exploring this guaranteed income model to see if it could help us advance those goals." In addition to Oakland, this pilot program also follows similar efforts of communities nearby, such as Marin County and Stockton, to help residents during the pandemic. The program's website had also emphasized, quote, "Though the pilot is focused on all artists facing financial insecurity resulting from the pandemic, we are building a comprehensive and community-centered outreach strategy that ensures we reach those hardest hit, including our BIPOC, Black, Indigenous People of Color, immigrant, disabled, and LGBTQ+ artist communities." So again, it specifically does not say that you can't be a non-white person or a non-Caucasian person, but it is more centered and geared towards people of color or marginalized communities, as they're putting it. Now, this could be viewed as reverse racism. It could be viewed that they are trying to target people of color. So what are your thoughts on this? Do you believe this kind of program is racist? Now, it's not as blatant as the Oakland program that says you cannot be a white person, but it is emphasizing and highlighting people that are not of the white race. $1,000 a month is very substantial and significant, and it is just another step, yet another example of how we could be moving towards some form of a universal basic income, some form of a guaranteed income in this country. Would you be in favor of that? Do you believe that is the correct direction to go? Or do you believe that would disincentivize people to work and would very much hurt our jobs economy? What are your thoughts on this? Let me know down below in the comments. It seems like this idea is spreading rapidly like wildfire, and I wouldn't be surprised if more iterations of this pop up in other areas of the country, but more specifically blue states, I would imagine. More updates are to come. We're still awaiting more news on SSI and SSDI recipients, as well as other federal program beneficiaries, but more updates are to come, and all of them can be found right here on this channel because this is your one-stop shop, everything in regards to stimulus. If you did get value out of this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, smash the like button, and if you want to share this video with a friend or a family member, someone that you think will get more information and value out of my channel, feel free to do so. If you haven't already, do consider becoming a subscriber. Click that big red button as well as the notification bell as well. And if you'd like to get some free stocks, all on me, all free, use my links down below in the description. When you sign with Robinhood and or Webull, you'll get free stocks on me, all free. So I'll look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.